Welcome back to our alphabet learning. I'm so excited to learn with you again. So remember, first off, we start off with our letters and their sounds. So first up is our A, and our A says A. Our B says B, B, B. And our C says, what does our C say? Do you remember? That's right, it makes that k, k sound. D, D, D. We're not gonna say duh, we're gonna say d, d, like our B, 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 and D, d, d. Next up is E, and our E makes that eh sound. It makes that eh sound. Our F says, try that one with me. So we have our eh, and we have our, nice work. Our G makes that g sound, g, and our H makes that sound. So we have g, and we have, nice job. Next up is our I, and our I says I, I. Our J says j, j. So we have I, and then we have j, j, like in jump or jelly. Then we have our K, and our K makes that k, k sound. Try it with me. K, k. Our L makes that O sound, like a lion. Lion makes that O. So we have our K, and we have our O sound. Next up is our M, and our M says Our M says Our N says Our N says So our lips are gonna touch on our M, and our lips are not gonna touch on our N. Let's see, ready? My finger disappeared for a second there, that's a-okay. Next up is our O, and our O says ah. Does it say ah? No. Does it say eh? No, it says ah, ah. P makes that p, p sound. Remember, real quick and short, our P says p, ah, p. Nice job. Next up is our Q, and our Q makes that qu sound like in quail. Say that with me, quail. And say question with me, and let's do that funny hand things. Just kidding, you don't have to do that with me. Quail, question, queen makes that qu, qu sound. Next up is our R, and our R makes that r sound like in run, red. Really? Does R say r? Oh, it does, makes that sound, red, run, really. So qu and r. Here we go. Next up is our S, and our S says s. Our S says what? Our S says sin. Our T says t, t. Our T says t, t. So we have s, and we have t. Nice job. Next up is our U, and our U says like umbrella, umbrella, or V makes that v sound. V makes that v sound. So we have our and our v sound. Nice job. Next up is our W, and our W makes that w sound, w, like in window. Say that word with me. Window, or where. W, w, where could that window be? Oh, it's over there. But there says x. Our X makes that x sound. So we have w, and we have x. Nice job. So W, X, W, X. W, w, X, x. What sound does X say? X. Nice job. Next up is our Y, and our Y makes that y sound like in yes. Yes, say that one with me. Yes. Or yellow. Yes, yellow, yak. Makes that y sound. Next up is Z, and our Z makes that z sound like in zoo. What's an animal that we can find in the zoo that starts with Z? Oh, maybe a zebra. A zebra in the zoo. So we have y, and we have Z. Nice job. All right, we're gonna do some breathing because we just ripped through that one really fast. Last week we did our pretzel breathing. We breathed in and we breathed out. This time we're gonna do our drain. Are you ready? We're gonna breathe in, fill up our drain, and then we're gonna let it out. Like water is falling down. We'll do it one more time. Ready? Breathe in. Hold it. And then breathe out. And then we're ready for our next amount of learning. So next up is our G. And when we write our G, we're going to start at the top, curve around to the bottom, and then we're going to make a line down. So we're going to curve around to the bottom, back up to the middle, and then we're going to make that line down. That is our capital G. For our lowercase g, we're going to start in the middle. We're going to curve around almost like we're making like our A. We're going to curve around, stop, then we're going to give them a little tail. But our tail is just ever so slightly. We're not going to go around, stop, and then go over here, 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 and here, and here. No, we're just going a little bit past, just a little bit, so we know it's not an A. So we have our capital G and we have our lowercase g. Nice work. Next up is our H. And our H makes what sound? Oh, our H makes that sound. Try it with me. Nice job. So for our capital H, we're going to make a line down, and then we're going to go across. So a little bridge in the middle. So first we do a line down, and then we make our bridge last to connect the two, and that's our capital H. For our lowercase h, we're gonna go down, always starting at the top, and then around like a little rainbow, So we're going down, meet back at the middle, and then down, and that is our lowercase h. So we have capital H, bigger, lowercase h, our smaller one. Next up is our I, and our I makes that I sound. When we write our I, first we're going to make our line down. Always start at the top, make our straight line down, and then we're going to make a line at the top, and then a line at the bottom. So first we're doing line down, and line at the top, and line at the bottom, and that is our I. Next up is our lowercase I. This one's just a little bit squiggly. How we actually write our I is we just make a line down, and put a little dot there, make a line down, and then we put a little dot there. That is our capital and our lowercase I. Next, we're moving on to who said it? Who said it? Was it our G? Contestant number 1, our G makes that G sound. G. Say it with me. Our G says G. Next up is our H, and our H says Next up is our I, and our I says I. So we have our G, we have our and we have our I sound. So our first object is a hat. Who said it? Who said it? Our hat. Who said it? Who could it be? Is it our G? Do we hear the G sound in hat? Do we hear a G sound in hat? No way, that one's out of there. Do we hear an I sound in hat? Do we hear an I sound in hat? No, we don't hear that one either. What about our H? Do we hear that sound in hat? Do we hear that sound in hat? We do. Nice job. Who said it? It was our H. Next up is an igloo. An igloo. Who said it? Who said it? Was it our G? Was it our H? Or was it our I sound? What do we think? Igloo. I'll give you about 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna point. Are you ready? Igloo is our I. Igloo is our I. We know that our I makes that I sound. Our I makes that I sound. It's not our G. It's not our H. It is our I sound. Igloo. Nice job. All right, who said it? A gift. A gift. Who said it? Gift. Gift. Pay attention to how your mouth feels when you say that. Say that word with me. Gift. Gift. Remember, sometimes these letters can also be in this word, but what we're looking for is that first sound. We're looking for that first sound that we hear. So what do we think in gift? Gift. Gift. What sound do we hear in gift? What's that first sound? I'll give you about 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and then it's gonna be our G. Our G makes that G sound. G, G, like in gift. We also hear that I sound, but is that the first sound that we hear? No, that's our second. We hear G, I, T. So first up is our I. Nice job. You are doing so wonderful at this. You are doing so fantastic. Next up, who said it? Goat. Goat. Who said it? Goat. What sound do we hear at the beginning of goats? Is it our G? Is it our H? Or is it our I sound? I'll give you about 5 seconds. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2. It is our G again. It's our G again because our G makes that G sound. Our G makes that G sound in goat. G, G, G. Nice job. Who said it? It was our G. Next up is hen. Hen. There are some baby chicks, but we are going to be talking about mama hen. Hen. What sound do we hear in hen? Hen. What sound do we hear first? What do we think? Hen. Is it our G? Is it our H? Or is it our I? Who said it? Who said it? I'll give you about 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. It is our H. Our H makes that sound. Our H makes that sound, and we hear that first in the word hen. Hen. We hear that H sound first. So who said it? It was our H. Next up is the word inch. Inch. If I want to measure something, it might only be an inch. Inch. So what sound do we hear at the beginning of inch? Do we hear G or I? I'll give you some time to think about it. 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. It is our I. Our I makes that I sound. Our I makes that I sound like in the word inch. Inch. Nice work. Next up, girl. Girl. What sound do we hear at the beginning of girl? Is it I or G? Girl. Girl. Say that word with me. Girl. Do you think you're making that I sound first? Are you making the H sound first? Are you making the G sound first? In girl. Girl. What do we think? What do we think? I'll give you 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And it is our G again. Our G makes that G sound like in the word girl. Nice job. All right, so that is all that we have for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for learning and practicing your letters with me. I want you to see if you can find any letters that we practiced today. Could be A through Z, could be G, H, I, whichever ones you can find today. So you did such a wonderful job. So I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye.